They never want to talk about the money. They never want you to talk about the money, because if you talk about the money, then you're going to have to talk about y'all, the public, the people. Before I even start on this Econ 101, check out the movie Margin Call, came out 2011, and then check out the movie The Big Short. It came out 2015. It will probably make more sense after watching those movies for what I'm about to say. But I'm trying to make it real quick. This is my Econ 101. I love this stuff because I don't really have anyone to talk to about this stuff. So I'm going to talk to y'all. Now, we know President Trump pushing these tariffs, everyone flipping out. The only people really flipping out are people that run these corporations or stockholders, shareholders of these corporations that are losing the value of their corporations because of what these tariffs are doing. Now, Econ 101, for the slow people in the back, if stocks, the value of stocks goes down, what happens to the product prices? Now, in 2020, we had two stock market crashes. They prevented both of them. They stopped the market 2 days in a row, right when the pandemic hit, because you could say the pandemic was about the pandemic, or the pandemic was a global economic pandemic. Money ran out. Bills was not going to be paid. So what did the government end up doing? They end up printing over $7 trillion. Now, when you print $7 trillion and just put it into the market is going to believe that, oh, you're paying your bills. Now, during this same time of the pandemic, they had cargo ships just sitting out in the bay with products on it, creating a supply demand that did not exist, making it made prices go up. The stocks went up after they stopped it twice. Now, the runners of Wall Street did not want the stock market to ever crash again. So they created these formulas that they have AI now basically running the stock market, meaning it won't self-correct, which is a margin call. The thing about a margin call, it is set to happen to the market every 25 years or so. It's supposed to happen. The market is supposed to crash every 25 years. It corrects itself. Now, if they would have let it correct itself, prices would not have went up. Now, you cannot have inflation when stocks go down. What makes an inflation is when we borrow money from the Federal Reserve Bank and then interest goes up, which hits the pocket of the people in America, or hits the pocket of people of any nation. If you got to owe more money than actually is being made. But the market don't know the money's not being made. You remember, they told you to go home during the pandemic, but they printed money to pay these bills. Corporations got bought off. All those 3P loans that went out to people that they frauded on and stuff like that. You didn't have to pay your rent. You didn't have to pay your power. You didn't have to pay all these bills. They were self-correcting the people, but they did not self-correct the market, which drove all prices to go up. Tariffs will fix it and put it back. And this is what's so brilliant about the tariffs. President Trump is doing a correction of the value of all Wall Street in these reciprocal tariffs. And you say, well, but we getting here tariff. The price gonna hit us. No, not if the value of these corporations go down. It won't. It'll engineerily stay the same. But we won't be borrowing more money from the Federal Reserve Bank, which makes our debt go down, which will in turn cut interest rates. If you borrow less money, you can pay your bills back faster from the tariffs, reciprocal tariffs from all these countries that are hitting us with all these big tariffs. And most of the countries, you can't even sell American products in them. But we can buy every product from every other nation here. Y'all got to think, people. Just think.